Hi, welcome to part 3 of this Intro to Java video tutorial. In this video, we're going to talk about packages and imports. The last video we discussed what the main method is and how it's used. And in this video, we're going to discuss how Java projects are organized using packages. So packages are how we organize Java projects. Every Java project comes with what is called a default package. So you don't have to worry about creating packages if you're making a small application, but it's good practice to group like functionality together in separate packages. So for example, you may have a utility class that houses some utility functions that you might use. You might have an I/O package that houses file input-output logic. And then you might have a server package that houses all of the logic associated with the server. That package may also import functionality from the I/O package or the util package. So we'll see an example of this shortly. So I'm in IntelliJ now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new Java class, and I'm going to prepend it with an additional package name. So I'm going to call it packages.main. A few things happened there. This class was created with a package statement at the top of the file. So this package word is a reserved word within Java that denotes what package a particular class belongs to. You'll also notice that the package follows the form com java tutorial packages. And if you look to the left, the directory tree underneath src follows the form com java tutorial packages as well. So it's a rule of thumb that the class that resides within a package must also fall within that directory structure as well. While that's not required, it is best practice. So this main class is going to be very simple. It's just going to have a main method. So I'm going to write that out. Public static void main string args. And we're not going to do anything else with this for right now. So I'm going to create another package inside of this packages directory. I'm going to call it util.util. So as you can see, the util class belongs to the package com java tutorial packages.util. So inside of here, we're just going to create a simple function. So public static void print location. So we're just going to print what file we're in. So we're just going to say system.out.println util class. Okay, so that's simple. And then I'm going to go back up to the packages directory, and I'm going to add another package just for illustrative purposes. So I'm going to call this io.io. IO is short for input output. So as you can see, it created another sub-package inside of packages called lowercase io right here. And we're just going to print out again. So public static void print print location. And then I'm just going to say system.out.println io class. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to say server.server. All right, so it created another package and called it server, and then inside of there is the server. So I touched briefly on that classes can import functionality from other classes. Okay, so what does that really look like? So enter the concept of an import statement. So if I want to use functionality from inside of the IO class here, I can just import that. So I can say import com java tutorial packages.io. And then there's two things you can do here. You can throw a star, which imports everything inside of that package. In this case, it's just IO. So it's just this class IO. Or you could import the exact class that you need. So I'm just going to say public static void print location. and then I'm just going to say io.printLocation. So I can use the io class's printLocation method inside of this class because I imported it. And then I can define my own. So I can say system.out.println inside of server. Okay? So that's great. And I can do the same thing with util. I can import as many things as I want. com.java.tutorial.packages.util.util. All right, and then I can say util.printLocation. Okay, so now, I have this server, and I have this server class. It's not being used, as you can see, because it's gray. It's grayed out. IntelliJ has this great feature where it will tell you where your code is used by highlighting it, or if it's used by highlighting it, or filling it in with a similar color. So when it's grayed out like this, it's basically saying that that code is not used. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to go back to our main class, and we're just going to say, we're going to import com.java.tutorial.packages.server, and we're just going to import the server class. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to say server.printLocation. All right, so let's run through what we expect here. So inside of this main method, so we're going to set this as the entry point to our application. So inside of this main method, it only calls server.printLocation. Okay, so let's go to server and see what printLocation does. Sidebar, you see how IntelliJ now filled in the color of these methods and the class because it's being used inside of that main class down here, like this. All right, so back to server. So we see inside of the printLocation method, it's going to print io.printLocation, it's going to say util.printLocation, and then it's going to say print, it's going to print inside of server. So let's just refresh our memory. What it's going to say inside of util, it's going to say util class, and then inside of io, it's going to say io class. So let's run this, and we're going to see what happens. Great, so that's exactly what we expect. io class, util class, and inside server, based on how we define this printLocation inside of the server class. So that's how packages are used in Java. Some takeaways here are that the package name should follow the associated directory structure, and the class associated with that should also be inside the directory structure. It doesn't have to be, but it should be. So for example, if I just instead move, so if I just move io up one directory to tutorial, and I just click refactor, it's going to try to move, it changed the package name, but let's try to say tutorial.packages.io. So we get a little bit of a, we get this squiggly underline here, and it says move package to io. So let's see if we can run this and see what happens. So if I hit run, I hit run main. Yeah, so it gave me a compiler error because I didn't update the package location of io where it expects it to be. So I can say packages.io. All right, so if I run this again, we see that it does work. So IntelliJ throws a warning because it's really unsupported behavior. It's supported behavior, it's just not standard behavior to put classes inside of a package that doesn't follow the directory structure. So you can force it to work if you want to, but it doesn't make logical sense to include a class in a package that doesn't follow the directory structure that it falls in. So take that away from this is that yes, you can do it, but you shouldn't do it. Okay, so that's all I have to talk about packages and imports. In the next video, we're going to discuss data types and variables in Java. So we'll do some more complex things than just printing text out to the screen. So if you like the video and you want to see more, please feel free to like and subscribe. And thanks a lot. Until next time.